Hello, welcome back to The Vocalist. For those of you new here, my name is Bethany, and today we are listening to the group Big Mama. So many of you recommended this group to me after I watched Forestella for the first time, and I've not heard them. I did a tiny bit of research. I saw that they were a popular group from I think it was 2003 to 2012. Then they took a break or disbanded, but then they got back together in 2021 to release new music, which anytime a group is away for a while and they come back together, it's just such an exciting thing. This particular video is so popular online. It's a set, so it's about 20 minutes. I like to talk during my reactions. I like to pause and rewind. So depending on how this goes, we might do multiple parts or I might just do a couple of songs. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But either way, I'm very excited to hear these ladies. So let's do it. Before we get to the reaction, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community and it's the perfect place to start if you're looking to learn a new skill or you just want to up-level the ones you already have. Most recently, I was so excited to discover how many language classes they offer. And because I listen to singers all over the world, I'm really trying to learn more about other languages. You guys know me though. I like to go down the rabbit hole, and because they have so many classes available, I also found one from Ali Abdal called Learn Anything with Flashcards, The Ultimate Guide to Anki. This class has been a game changer for me while I try to learn and memorize so many new words. Because Skillshare is sponsoring this video, the first 1,000 people to use the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. There is so much to explore, so I highly recommend you check it out.
안녕하세요 여러분 너무너무 오래간만입니다.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 빅마마입니다.
저는 신연아고요.
네, 안녕하세요. 이지영입니다. 신나게 놀아봅시다.
미안해요. 안녕하세요 이영현입니다.
Oh, sorry.
안녕하세요. 막내 박민혜입니다.
I'm already excited because of how different each of their speaking voices is. Let me just listen to that again. We're gonna make some predictions, some fun predictions. Let's hear that again.
안녕하세요 여러분 너무너무 오래간만입니다.
Okay, look at her cheekbones. They are so fabulous. I talk about this all the time. Like when you just have that naturally wide, stunning palette, it makes singing so much easier, but it also produces so many beautiful colors. I anticipate this is kind of fun. I'm always nervous to make guesses because I don't want y'all to be like, no, you were wrong, but it's fun. So I'm predicting that she is going to be an incredible belter because she just has so much presence in her speaking voice alone. To not pause again, the second woman who's speaking, she had a beautiful, rich, low voice. Definitely more in the mezzo-alto range, so I imagine she will be doing a lot of the lower notes for this group. Let's keep hearing.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 빅마마입니다.
저는 신연아고요.
네, 안녕하세요. 이지영입니다. 신나게 놀아봅시다.
미안해요. 안녕하세요 이영현입니다.
She has, I imagine she's a higher voice in that she seems to speak a little bit more in head voice. So I feel like she has a little bit more agility in that part of her range.
안녕하세요. 막내 박민혜입니다.
And then she has a beautiful nasal resonance. So, I mean, it's difficult in a female group because you don't have the male voices to round things out with bass notes. But yeah, the second woman from the left, I think she's probably got quite the range. And then I'm just very excited to hear how they all balance each other.
아시는 분 있으면 아시는 노래 나오면 같이 따라 불러 주세요. 네.
네, 그러면 음악 들려드리겠습니다.
다 잊어줘 나를 버리고 살아가줘 가져가 내 사랑을 내게 돌려줘
I love this so much. It's definitely got a bit of a retro feel to it, so I'm wondering if this is one of their old... Oh, 2003! Yes, it's one of their older songs. I really love how soulful and sultry her voice is. She's doing a beautiful job incorporating vocal fries and just adding a lot of textures, going back and forth between, you know, full adduction and then allowing a little bit more breathiness to come in.
차라리 떠났다면 차라리 죽었다면 어쩔 수 없이 참을 텐데 이대로 견디기가 너무 힘들어.
She's got beautiful clarity in her voice. Like, it's so, I don't know, pointed. Like, that's just what's coming to mind. And it's such a beautiful contrast to the first singer.
단 한 번 나를 봐주기를 말을 해주기를 예전처럼 단 한 번만 난 그렇게 너를 기다리고 너를 사랑해 왔는데
Break away No I can't wait 내가 널 보내줄게 편하게 I make my way I through my pain 이제 나 없이도 살 수 있게
갑자기 네가 또 생각나 널 떠나버리고서 내가 널 찾아도 넌 모르는 척 누굴 찾아왔냐고 또 다시 날 돌아서줘
다시 널 바라보고 살 순 없어 No I can't wait 떠나줘 I make my way I do my pain
넌 없었던 사람처럼
Break away
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna try not to rewind too much so we can get through this, but okay, so the second woman from the right, originally when she spoke the second time, and I was kind of like, ooh, she had way more depth in her voice than I heard the first time she was speaking, and now I can hear it even more. Like, she's really got that, they all just have this gorgeous, soulful sound together. I love how they're I love the arrangement. I love how each of them gets to do it with all of the others, and it's not just they're like designating two people to always sing together and all that. I love how expressive they are, how much fun they're having. I'm gonna take a peek real quick. I want to scroll down and see what songs are on here. I'm gonna skip to their newest song, One Day More, and then I'm gonna let you guys tell me which songs I need to be hearing, just so I can hopefully talk a little bit more about technique and just kind of zone in on each of their voices without feeling like I have to just watch the whole thing, because I'll do that on my own. I'm too excited about this group to not watch all of these songs.
이거 뭐죠? 이것은 처음 듣는 곡이죠?
여러분 귀 기울여서 들어주세요.
하루만 더 들어봐야 될 텐데.
잘 지내란 인사 못할 것 같아 오늘까지만 눈물 흘릴게 혼자 나
That takes so much skill to like hear those pitches in your head and have perfect intonation with everyone else as you like come back in to sing as a group and create these harmonies. And I just love this sound. It's just so like so warm and so inviting. I love that it doesn't sound like it's lacking. Like even though we know they have like higher tessituras and we don't have super low basses, it's still a beautiful, well-rounded harmony. Let me play that again.
오늘까지만 눈물 흘릴게 혼자 남은 내 맘을 이해해줘
네 흔적이 그대로 남아서 내 입술이 추억을 부르고 여전히 너를 사랑한다 내 전부인 나
하루만 더 너를 사랑할게 단 한순간도 못 잊어 너 없는 세상이 너무나 아파서 무뎌져가 다시 돌아와줘 시간을 기대어 있어봐도 이별은 왜 계속 선명해질까
They each have such unique voices. Like the more I'm hearing, I haven't heard much, I know, but just hearing them each individually in these longer phrases, these longer like verses. So the girl on the right here, she has such a youthful tone. Like I love how clear and how bright it is. It's not like not bright in a bad way. Like it still has warmth, it still has presence, but it's so youthful and so clear. Like there, you can't hear any like raspiness, and obviously I love like some raspiness in a person's voice, but I love that she has that quality because it's so contrasting to everyone else's. So the girl on the left here, she does have a little breathiness to her voice, but she also has like the ability to really belt and really just go for these notes. All four of these women, what I am noticing is how seamless their registration is, because you really cannot hear, you can't hear those shifts. You can't hear those transitions between each register, which I find, I mean, it's beautiful to hear, but it's also fascinating to like kind of watch their process and see like how they're creating sounds. Let me go back just a smidge. I also appreciate that this woman is allowing her face to help her. You know, whenever you sort of scrunch your nose, that can help sometimes depressing the larynx. I mean, it depends on a lot of factors. Like you can't just scrunch your nose and your larynx go down. If you do make a pouting face and you ever like touch your larynx, you'll feel it sort of move. Or if you like make sort of a whimper or a sad face, you'll feel your larynx move down. And so it's just so cool to see all these diverse singers, but also like each of them on their own is just, they're exceptional vocalists. I'm rambling, I know. Let's listen some more. Right there, like, oh, okay, sorry. You hear her like belt mixing. It's like a mixed belt up top, and then she comes back down and it's got this like little breathy quality, but it's so mellow and so like luxurious. Let me play that again. Oh golly, that was the end of the song. I'm gonna be Okay, I'm just so curious. I really want to hear more of this woman on the left. She has such a unique tone. Okay, I'm gonna check out the song Nevermind, and then that'll be that for this video. They just look really expressive, and it looks like they were really getting into it just from like scrolling through it on mute. So yeah, here we go.
Come on, come on. 흥에 빠진 거짓말 안 들어도 뻔한 말 전부 내 눈에는 보여 내 앞에선 절대 못 속여.
I love her voice. I don't know what it is about it. It's just so unique. It feels powerful. It just, I'm gonna have to come up with the right word. It's not coming to me. Let's just hear it again.
흥에 빠진 거짓말 안 들어도 뻔한 말 전부 내 눈에는 보여 내 앞에선 절대 못 속여.
Right there when she kind of went up into a little bit more of a mix. So she started in like a chest resonance, like chest belt, but then she mixed a little bit, and I just love how she transitions. It's like a little smoky, like not in a raspy way, but just like it's got its own like ambiance, I guess. I don't know. I really like it.
삶에 얽힌 인연도 운명 같은 시작도 결코 어긋나진 않아 언젠가는 다시 돌아와.
애써 외면하지 마 태연히 받아들여 모두 다 조심스레
I love that growl.
한 번 더 잘 생각해봐. 못 본 척하고 혼자 치우면 돼 속는 셈 치고 한 번 봐주면 돼 그냥 네 뜻대로 살아가도 상관없어. 겁내지 말고 신경 쓰지도 마 한두 번 겪은 일도 아니잖아. 돌아봐 미련도 후회도 없잖아.
현명한 선택도 돌아올 시련도 혼자서 마음 먹긴 나름이야.
또 하루 이틀 말없이 흘러가듯 내버려둬. 고민하지만 너만 믿으면 돼 작은 실수는 날려버리면 돼.
가끔 힘이 들고 서러워도 잊어버려. Oh, yeah.
실컷 울어도 돼 참아 못한 말 혼자 다 해도 돼. 돌아봐 미련도 후회도 없잖아.
두려워하지 마. 한 번 더 시작해.
I feel like I have a habit when I'm watching these groups of just going blank on technique altogether, because when you hear a group for the first time and or a song for the first time, I think there's so much to take in. Like, I'm hearing this new melody, I'm hearing all of these new singers, I'm trying to like pick out and just really hone in on each of their voices, and then you get lost in the harmonies, and so many things. So I apologize, this wasn't a particularly like technical reaction. The one thing I'm curious about, you guys will have to let me know how much their sound has changed over the past decade, since they were last together, or maybe even 2 decades, since technically they got together first in 2003. But the reason I ask is obviously as we grow older and mature, so do our voices. And especially with women, I find that it's a little bit more evident when they develop slightly like richer sounds. And all four of these women had incredible voices. I'd say, like I said, the one on the farthest right, she had the most youthful tone to my ears. But even still, hers as well as the others, they all had like this beautiful richness and depth to their voices. I not only want to know if this is kind of the sound they had 20 years ago, but I also want to know what you guys prefer. Like, whether, you know, time has made them even better musicians and you like where they are now, or if they were just always like this caliber back in the day and nothing's changed. I don't know. A part of me wants to do like a comparison, like do side by side reactions to like the same song, only hear them, you know, 15, 20 years apart and see the difference. Anywho, thank you for this recommendation and for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.